today's video, I really just wanted to respond to some criticism and answer a question around like possibly one of my favorite animes of all time, and that's Spy X Family. But before I get into that, I just really want to talk about last video. Man, last video, it really just motivated me. Seeing all those views it got really just pushed me to keep making content moving forward. And the last thing I want to speak on, hopefully you can hear this video through both headphones, because not gonna lie, I was getting good yesterday. You guys were cooking me for the left only audio, and hopefully it's fixing this video. And if I haven't got it fixed yet, just keep clowning me until I do, bullying work. But in all seriousness, I do appreciate everybody that watched last video, everybody that commented about the left only audio thing, because it's a simple fix, and I couldn't have pointed out that simple fix if it wasn't for you, which kind of makes me sound dumb now I'm saying this. That's great. Now, to get to the main subject of this video, Spy X Family, and why did I title this video, Did Spy X Family Fall Off, is because I seen this one TikTok. Now, I did go researching for a while to find this TikTok, but I couldn't find it. So this is a trust me bro type of situation. So you just gotta have to just trust what I'm saying is the truth. But what this TikTok was covering is why is Spy X Family not getting as much as attention as it did, when the anime first came out. And from that TikTok, it just made me wanted to respond to some of the comments that were in the TikTok that were giving their criticism of Spy X Family, and just talk about the subject as a whole and ask, did Spy X Family fall off? Now, I do want to tackle the two criticisms that I saw in the TikTok comments and I see in general about Spy X Family first. And the first criticism is that the story caught a lot of people off guard. People who haven't read the manga was expecting Spy X Family to be more of a heavily driven action story. Something like Sakamoto Days, which I'm not gonna go into detail about Sakamoto Days because I've been reading it recently. Yeah, bro, there's definitely gonna be a video on this channel about Sakamoto Days. To bring it back to the point that I said a couple seconds ago, I haven't read the Spy X Family manga. I'm an anime only Spy X Family, and it did catch me by surprise when I saw the series be more slice of life heavy. But to be honest, call me a slice of life savant, stan, dick rider. I love me a good slice of life anime. So when I saw the story go in a more slice of life-ish direction, I did not mind it one bit. And I'm also satisfied with the action that we do get in the story. I think Spy X Family does a great job at seeing the mindset of these characters when they're fighting, at least through the major fights throughout the anime so far. For example, Yoi's latest fight, we get to see her reasoning for doing this assassination work. Also, the action brings like some of the funniest moments in Spy X Family. Now, to go back to like the original criticism of it not having enough action, it catching a decent amount of people off guard. I can see it because I also did get caught off guard, but like really by like the second or third episode, you should really know where like the story is going. I'm not gonna lie, but like the second, third episode, I was like, oh, this is gonna be more slice of life heavy. I was like, nice, because again, I really love slice of life shit. So another criticism that I want to tackle is that Yoi, especially her being the assassin, like her doing like assassin missions, her just like tapping into the world of being an assassin, is not used enough within the story, at least so far, because again, anime, I haven't read the manga, maybe some's further down the line, but we're just talking about in the anime so far. I can agree with that to a certain extent because Yoi, she is my favorite character. I feel like her character is just like this perfect balance of being this like killer with this like her being this friendly, kind, shy person, and I just think that the writing of her character is just done so greatly, because like it's able to balance those two without making it feel very like weird and strange. And we seen with this recent Spy X Family arc that has a lot of focus on Yoi with the cruise ship adventure arc, that at least so far in the anime is my favorite thing about Spy X Family. I love this arc up and down, the fights, Yoi protecting this family, and it's just like everything's just so amazingly, like I can make a whole video on that arc because that arc is just so great to me. So I can see the point of wanting to see Yoi being an assassin more, but like the part where I like kind of disagree with is that, at least for me, I realized that both Lori and Anna just play more of an important part in the story than Yoi does. Like obviously she's still a very important and crucial character to Spike's family, but she's just not as crucial as the two characters that I mentioned. So I just settled with the fact that, hey, I'll take what I can get, which you can call that giving the anime too much leeway, but I just like accepted it. And she still does shine bright in the moments where, even if she's not the main focus of an arc, a episode, or whatever, that she can still have these like fun, badass, these just great moments that are just spread throughout Spike's family. So yeah, I can agree that maybe we should see Yoi being an assassin more, but that also could be biased because she's my favorite character, and more Yoi means I'm happier. So it's a very like 50-50 take them on, but I probably lean to the more side of that. I think people are a bit like not overreacting. I feel like over criticizing this point to Spike's family, because again, I think Yoi, the screen time that she does get, she is amazing, and she just had an arc recently focused on her. So it's kind of just like, now time for the big boy question. The question that's in the title of this video that probably took me minutes to get on this title, which is, it's funny, my bad chat. Did Spike's family fall off? The answer is no. And the reason why I say no is because like Spike's family is still one of the more popular anime out right now, today, whatever term you want to use. And I seen this tweet. Well, I'm not really talking about the tweet itself. I'm talking about like the screenshot of the tweet, that it basically said something like Tokyo Revengers and Spike's family have the biggest fall offs and nobody's talking about it, blah 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 blah. And I totally agree with the tweet said. I think the account was named Amber. I'm gonna have the tweet up on the screen. Hopefully I can find that. I definitely tried searching for that TikTok. That shit did not show up. But I 100% agree. I feel like a lot of people are just like stuck within their own box and don't know that there's different perspectives, and then that people consume different types of content. And just because Spike's family is not on your timeline doesn't mean people are not talking about it, and it doesn't mean that the anime fell off. Not everybody consumes the same media as you, and I think a lot of people, and I used to do this myself, so I'll criticize myself on this point, we'll just like put ourselves into a box and think that, hey, if we don't see this on this timeline, this fell off, or nobody's watching this. For example, man, I said that a lot in this video. I do not watch Pokemon. I do not care for Pokemon. I've never watched her ever in my life. She's still really popular though, and I just can't deny that. Just because I personally don't watch her, she doesn't pop up my timeline. At least her content does. Like anytime she gets into a controversy, that shit's on Twitter. But my point is that just because you don't watch a popular anime and it doesn't appear on the timeline does not mean it fell off. No, so Spike's family did not fall off. At least let me say this, it did take a dip between its first season and second season. But I do want to say this, I think most anime that have a very hyped anime going into it, the first season's always going to be like the most popular, the most talked about, and then the second season you're going to see a drop. It takes like, let me not say rare, but it's definitely a very uncommon occurrence for like a season 2 to be more like hyped, praised than a season 1 of a show that had a lot of hype going into it. Like the only thing that I'll say that has that the season 2 probably has like a lot more hype and praise than the first season is probably JJK, to be honest. Now I just wanted ending to say this. Spike's Family is such a great series to me. It's probably my favorite slice of life anime of all time, and I just wanted to tackle some criticisms that I heard of it, and just to answer this like very like stupid question, like did it fall off? Like, no, but like I'm gonna keep watching Spike's Family. I do kind of want to read the manga, but now I feel like I'm too deep into the anime to do so. But maybe after I read Sakamoto Days, no, I had to read some other series after Sakamoto Days. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but have a great day, y'all.